We're going to go to the Gazette to see why they're covering this out-of-state guy more than they're covering our local guy.
Issues. They're talking about my candidates that didn't live out of state. Talking about court issues that I'm kind of authority on. And I'm getting questions. So who can I talk to about that?
So finally when she did, and maybe there wasn't moving, so I had to put it in a towel and run it back, you know. Make sure, do you need me? You can just yell at me.
Well, you were busy.
At you. What's that?
He's kind of being ignored. I think that.
Okay.
He's running for Congress.
Maybe I should just explain. I'm Greg Hughes.
Hi,
I'm
nice to
the
meet you.
non-attorney candidate for Congress in District 1. And I'm not quite sure why, you guys have had, articles about one of the candidates that doesn't even live in the state, and some of over court issues, which I'm really kind of authority on. And I've fought and helped people represent themselves in court for 12 years, and I'm just not getting involved with any of that stuff. Why is the Gazette not including me with that?
I would call the newsroom. We would want probably a reporter to come down. Because we don't do any of the reporting down here. I'm positive.
Okay.
We don't do any of the reporting down here. So we'll get someone
I
from the
understand.
newsroom to come down, and they can, talk to you, and maybe you can kind of explain that to them, and then they'll be able to better assist you. Because I'm not really sure
Perfect.
why they don't.
I'm a Diana down at the University of Nebraska. Hi, I have Greg here. He's running for Congress, and I would like to see if somebody can come down and
Talk with them. Yeah.
Okay. Do you have his extension?
You wore that shirt over here on purpose, didn't you? Because you know I wasn't discussing it. No. Just kidding. Mr. Lynch, I'm Greg Hughes.
Hi, Jay.
How are you?
All right, good. Let me give you a card, okay?
As you know, I'm a candidate for Congress in District 1, and I'm just kind of confused on how come it seems like I'm getting ignored from everything. You're doing stories about the other candidate lives out of state and nothing about me, and then you've had some stories with court issues, and that's kind of my expertise.
Court issues?
Court issues, yeah. I've run a pro se association for 12 years and helped people represent themselves in court after some of the bad attorneys and judges that we have on the bench. I have documented evidence of some of the stupid things that they do. But it seems like, my opinion isn't mattering much, and then the Gazette just is kind of ignoring that, and I just wanted to know why.
I think you've run before, haven't you?
Yes, I ran for governor. Matter of fact, when you had the comment thing in there about I didn't respond, I never got a questionnaire. And you guys didn't even put a picture of
For
me.
the online voters guide?
Yes, and you actually put it in the election paper, too.
Okay.
And I was surprised there wasn't even a picture of me, which you had from my gubernatorial candidate in 2010. And so, I kind of ignored that, but yet it seems like I'm still getting ignored on everything. And I'm just trying to figure out why that is.
Including by the voters.
Huh?
No.
Including by the voters.
No, not at all. Not at
We had an event the other night. 33 people showed up. We asked KCRG, KG, and to cover it.
Right.
Nobody showed up.
Right. And, you've run before. You haven't really built any support.
Have you seen all the yard signs around?
I've seen all the yard signs.
Okay.
Okay.
You've tried, and you haven't, as near as I can tell, you haven't built any support among the voters.
Okay.
Could that be because he's not getting any media coverage? I think it could.
Contribute to it. Have you?
You're welcome.
I don't know what you're doing for your campaign. I don't know what you're doing for your advertising or any
Well,
of those things.
you've never asked, so maybe.
Traditional
Yeah.
things that people, candidates do. And,
Okay.
I guess I probably have time next week if we want to sit down and talk. If you've got some points you want to make, that's fine.
Oh. Of the 57 of them that there are?
It's not that we choose to ignore you just because it's
Yeah.
you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, part of it is
She's going to fix all those accounts that are on that weird rate.
embrace you either.
That's not true.
And how did you measure that, though?
Look at the poll, the
What polls?
election results.
Okay, but how, in this election here, okay, because, I mean, I disagree with you. My gubernatorial candidate, you know, I had 3,600 votes for me, but at the same time, look at my cost per vote versus Branstad. I mean, it's tough when you're up against $14 million.
Right.
You know, first off, if I had $14 million, I wouldn't even be running for office. I'd be out of town. I'd be living in Costa Rica. And it's the same thing here. Jim, I just choose not to put a lot of money into this thing. I mean, I put my own money and not asking for money, and the support has been overwhelming, especially from the VFW halls and things like that. And I just don't understand why I'm getting ignored. And I'm trying to figure out if you know, there's some type of action I have to take, you know, to make the Gazette tell the full story. That's all I'm not asking. I'm not asking them to taint it one side or another, but you know, how do they know that there's another candidate when you put something in there that did not reply? And I'm telling you right now, I never got a questionnaire.
Okay.
It was never sent to me. You know, and so, I mean, I've ignored that, but at the same time, it's like, well, that's really not fair.
I've got a question. I mean, there's absolutely no support for this Crawl guy. Nobody even knows him, yet he's been talked about twice.
I mean, it's a case of where it's just an interesting story just because nobody knew
Really?
somebody from New Jersey could be running in Iowa. And
Yeah.
how somebody from out of state runs here. So, yeah. What's your schedule like next week?
I'm open. What do you need?
I know Monday is out for me.
Okay.
Why don't I give you a call either Monday or Tuesday and we'll set something up.
Now, I wrote
Is that the best number to reach you at? The
Goes
651?
right here,
Yeah.
right here.
All right.
I wrote a letter to the editor. I haven't seen anything about that. I emailed them again today to make sure that they got it. I thought it followed on all the guidelines, but I haven't seen anything.
You got that email because I sent it to you.
So is that
Jamie.
do you know if that's going to get published or if it's...
I don't know. I mean,
Good, how are you?
The opinion
Sure.
page editor handles that, so I don't see what's the editor in most cases
Okay.
until they come out with the paper. Yeah, and I'll give you a call and we can set something up. And you're right around here. I mean, you're in town most of the time.
Well, I'm out. I got 20 counties I'm trying to cover, so you know it's kind of tough. I live behind True Value on Mount Vernon Road, so I'm not far away.
All right, I'll give you a call.
And I'm getting ready to file suit against the small claims court magistrate. I would hope that you guys would think that would be an interesting story too, because you don't see judges get sued very often. So, but I'm getting ready to file suit against the small claims court magistrate.
Okay.
So, and the state of Iowa, because I got to sue them along with that. So hopefully you guys will pick that up.
Okay. All right.
So, but yeah, if you would call me, I will make myself available for you.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thanks,
Thank you.
Greg. Thanks.
Watch yourself.